My name is Giulia, and I'm a student at Politecnico di Torino, and my literature review debates how does the process of planetary urbanization reshape our understanding of the city-hinterland relation. My keywords are operational landscapes, hinterlands, metabolic urbanization, global suburbanisms, planetary urbanization, implosion, explosion, and finally, extended urbanization. First of all, I try to divide my references into three groups. The first one is the authors that describes this understanding of the urbanization as a process. The second group is the definition of these new geographies and the new relation in between city hinterland. And the third group is concerning the open debates on these topics. First of all, I start by the definition of the main concepts, where we have the first concept is the planetary urbanization, where it comes from Henri Lefebvre's idea that a total urbanization of the world, an urbanization not linked anymore to single agglomerations or the city itself, but going beyond to what is the so-called other than the city, and not anymore considered as urbanization as a morphological aspect, but rather urbanization without an outside process. And following this line, according to Brenner and Schmid, we can divide the planetary urbanization into three moments. First of all, the concentrated urbanization, second, extended urbanization, and third, the differentiated urbanization. We will focus on the extended urbanization, which is the transformation of these non-cityscapes, the explosions of Lefebvre, and the operationalization of these multiple fragmented areas and the network among them. From this perspective, we have the definition of new urban geographies, where the city and the hinterlands are not isolated one from another, but instead intrinsically connected under the action of this capitalist urbanization. And as we see Angelo and Wachsmuth discussing, we have a change from the methodological cityism, which is the focus on the traditional city and the exclusion of outside processes, to instead the urbanization without an outside. So brings back to the debate the new geographies concerning hinterlands, suburbs, peripheries, and how it's related to the city. Some main points of this relational transformation are listed by Brenner and Katsikis into 4 points. The first point is the distanciation and infrastructuralization of these areas, which means that hinterlands are becoming more and more specialized, fragmented, sport-oriented areas of production, all relating to the capital-driven system. Second point are the creation of hinterlands of hinterlands. In this case, hinterlands are spaces not anymore connected to one single city, one single agglomeration, but instead they become a global supply chain dependent on one another, having one hinterland that can be a hinterland of another hinterland, and having a whole network transforming these spaces. Third point is from formal to real subsumption, where these hinterlands are transformed into this large-scale mechanized assemblage, always oriented towards this capital accumulation And linking to the fifth point, which is the metabolic rifts and the cycle of creative destruction, that says that this large-scale production causes a reconfiguration of this stasis and creates many times an unstable system, tending to this progressive exhaustion and obsolescence of these lands. Finally, we have some open debates on the topic. First of all, we can have, according to some authors, an opportunity for political debate in this topic, as the case of Arboleda and Ghosh Meer, that are proposing a reshape of the concept of the right to the city from Henri Lefebvre, now as a right to the space, bringing, including these non-city spaces on the political debate. Second of all, we have the critique to the urban totality, which is the case of Ananya Roy, as she discusses how we should consider the rural environment as a constitutive outside of the urban process in order to fully understand its meaning. And according to this author, it's not just descriptive terms, but these terms carry political and governmental significance. Thank you.